Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Trainz. Here on Trainz 2022 now. We're going to be taking a look at the latest and greatest from K&L Trainz. Now, I already know, the setting is not right. Unfortunately, I am still very much waiting on the P&B to finish with its downloads and updates and whatever else it's got to go through whenever you download a big ass route like that. So for the time being, we're on my usual, the Eagle River. However, the route is not the star of the show today. Later on. Today we're looking at the Excursion pack K&L Trainz made the release of the Pennsylvania and Berwyn route by Approach Medium. In usual fashion, K&L specializes in steam locomotives, and as such, that is what they have done. They have created a steam locomotive with lure to match for the Pennsylvania and Berwyn route. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at what all the pack includes, but let's hop over to K&L's webpage real quick. So on K&L's website, it is the P&B Pacific number 1086. It is $12 and is available for Trainz 2022, 2019, and Trainz A New Era. All the nice, fun things that it has included, with an awesome video. They did a great little lore video for it. Definitely recommend watching it. It's very well done. And then the lore behind the locomotive. So the St. Louis and Lexington Railroad took delivery of the 1086 in July of 1929, being the largest and heaviest locomotive built for the railroad at the time, with their design closely resembling the Southern PS4 Pacifics. Ought to give you an idea of probably where the core locomotive came from. The PS4 pack. Used in heavy passenger service, pulling the railroad's finest and fastest trains. 1951, the locomotive was displaced, restored serviceable, never being fired up again. Officially retired in 1954, sold for scrap to local Lexington, Kentucky scrapper Baker Iron and Metal. In 1956, a petition was started by Lexington rail fans to save the 1086 from being scrapped. The locomotive was saved and donated to the city of Lexington. The locomotive was placed on display at the newly developed Arcadia Park in southern Lexington. After 58 years, the park was repurposed for newer housing, so the 1086 found itself in need of a new home. It was moved 85 miles west to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, where it sat for 4 years until the Pennsylvania and Berwyn Railroad purchased in October 2018. Arriving on the P&B on May 14th, 2019, underwent an extensive 5-year restoration, successfully fired all balls. That's okay, I wasn't reading that. Sometimes my mouse decides to have a heart attack. Fired up successfully for the first time in September of 23. First moved under own power March 24. Grand debut June 14th, 2024 at the start of the Allegany's 3rd annual Railroad Days celebration. Included in the set is 3 locomotives, 2 tenders, 1 aux tender, and 10 coaches. The SL&L Pacific engine and tender as delivered, and the P&B locomotive in silver and black. Power generator car number 100, concession gift shop car number 200, R-Truth coaches number 400 through 406, coach PS silver number 800 through 808 in multiples of 2. Three lounges in orange, 3 Bud Silver lounges, 2 super domes, an observation, 2 open air gondolas, and 3 open air coaches. So a heck of a pack. Now, as you can see, there's a set number of coaches, so they're not wildly numbered. I do have them here, though. I don't have each and every single one because there's no point. The number's going to change. And that's about it. But I do have everything represented here. And it is nice. I thought I had everything represented here. Where's our observation card go? Oh, I'm dumb. I can just come over here and edit. Because that is a nice thing about Silver Pickle Brill. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I had a squirrel moment. Anywho, P and B. Come over here. Where is our observation? There we go. Let's come over here and place our observation at the end like we're supposed to have. Much better. Now, while I'm here, there are pre-made consists already, which is very nice, depending on where you're intending to go or what train you intend to run on the P&B. You'll have pre-made locomotive consists, and then you'll have the branch line excursion. Can I make this wider? No. Oh well. Would have been handy. It only let me move it, but anyway. You got a branch line excursion, which is 5 cars. The Grafton excursion of 17 cars. Highland excursion, 9 cars. Juniata excursion, 7 cars. And that looks it. So the pre-made stuff, sets are nice, especially whenever you're making a scenario. It's helpful to be able to just kind of click, place. Oh yeah, dinner train, duh. And you get sets like this, which is very handy. Let's get rid of that. Now we don't need to be here, so let's go back into our session. Our power generator car. It's kind of fun. It does have a power generator in it. Generator sounds. With a little exhaust. So that's nice. I do enjoy that. Can we open the doors? Get that we can. Very cool. And oh goodness. It does have a bit of an interior. It looks like most of these are going to have a bit of an interior. Oh goodness. Still taking me a bit to get used to game. But anyway, let's see, what can we change on the concession car? Change the doors. We can open the doors on the concession car. Nice, nice. That's kind of cool. And then we got a chair coach. A smooth side chair coach. Couple different coaches. With the approach medium logo for the Herald. That's fun. That looks to be it. And then of course for the locomotives, we get a P&B in silver. With a ox tender. P&B in all black. And an SL and L with white walls. Not gonna lie, I like the white walls. Now they do all have the same sounds. I have already checked, so we're not gonna bother and go through and just click on all of them to make the sounds. There's no point. And it is a good looking locomotive. You'll have to excuse my shoddy shadows. I have them lowered for the time being until I get my settings worked out. So the shadows look like garbage, but the entire train looks pretty darn good. For $12, you're getting one hell of a pack. It is huge. Now, it is a lot of reskins as far as the rolling stock goes. I mean, a lot of these cars we have seen before in some of the other K&L packs. That's not to say work doesn't go into them. Reskins are definitely a bit of a headache sometimes. But we have seen a lot of these coaches before, so that's nothing particularly wild or new. However, the locomotives are fun. It is kind of fitting that we're on the Eagle River, to be perfectly honest. I'm not gonna lie, if somebody were so inclined, it would be very, 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 very easy to make something look like an Eagle River locomotive to go along with the rest of their Eagle River stuff, because the build is already very similar. Now, as the history says, it's very closely resembling the Southern PS4s, so obviously your core locomotive it's gonna be pretty much a PS4. But we got things like the high-mounted headlight, obviously the lack of green, no Southern green, but it is pretty good looking, I will say. So let's see what our cab looks like. Oh, I guess I gotta click on the locomotive, don't I? Cab, we do have a custom cab, so that's quite nice. Have we heard that whistle before? I forget if we've heard that whistle before or not. I do believe we have, though. Bell. Ooh, I do like the bell. I really like the bell. That's a nice sound. I do wish K&L would do functioning marker lights. It would be nice to be able to light up marker lights, I will say that. It is kind of disappointing that the markers aren't changeable or lit. Such is life, though. Let's check and see if anything else has passenger view in that. Passenger dead. Now that's not something I'm a fan of. Why is the view right here instead of maybe in a chair? Ooh, see? Yeah, that's a nice view. That's not a nice view. Not so much there either. Or there. Yeah, not a fan of the car views. Not gonna lie. They don't really float my boat. Let's run it. Ooh! Some new chuff sounds, eh? Chuff sounds aren't half bad. They got a lot of reverb. But I don't dislike them. I think I like them. I had to play with it a little bit more to kind of decide whether or not I'm sold on them or not. But it is nice to hear some different chuff sounds from something else. He saw smoke with something funny, doesn't he? Come up here with our father-son duo, waiting on the tea kettle to pass. Oh wow, Dad's doing some drinking already. There's a big over. Past 45 mile an hour, there's no smell. The highest speed chuff sounds are sounds we've heard before. But it runs pretty smooth and it looks pretty good. Go ahead and bring it to a stop. See how long it takes for it to roll. I do like those new chuff sounds though. I think I do. I think they sound pretty good. Nice. No insta stops. I like it. Almost 60 mile an hour. It takes us a second to slow down. So that's nice. That's some nice momentum. And there it is, guys, the K&L Trainz P&B Excursion Pack with Locomotive number 1086. Definitely go check it out, especially if you're picking up the P&B. But you know what? If you're a reskinner, you might have fun with this one on the Eagle River. Very much might dive into that myself at some point in the nearish future. We'll see. But nice pack for 12 bucks. It's hard to argue with. It really is. That is, you get way more out of this pack than you do with a lot of Train Simulator Classic DLCs. I'll say that much. So, but for 12 bucks, it's hard to go wrong. Definitely go check it out. Available on K&L's website. Link in the description, as I usually do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.